Okay.
Hi, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
If you can hear us, nod your head. We heard you the first time, Rose.
You did? Yeah, it's gonna come again.
I can name that tune.
Oh, good. For how many points? How many notes?
Are you guys aware that you can sing to Google and it'll tell you what the tune is?
Yeah.
Ooh,
You can even
That's
hum. You can even
You
hum.
can
it.
even hum. Yeah, you can just hum.
that's up my line. I'll have to try that out. Well, we'll see how many people we get tonight.
We badgered just about anybody and everybody that came through the door and reminded them about the meeting tonight on Zoom. So
Right.
hopefully, we had a couple of people that, okay, so what? But they paid their dues, and they paid their dues when they come in the door. That left them eligible for us badgering them. You need to log into Zoom.
Did we get a lot of people joining or redoing?
No, we didn't. A couple. We were ready just in case. Dick, in addition to the, I don't know, 24 or 26 computers we have in the van from last week's pickup, this coming Thursday, we have another 88 coming in.
Wow.
Oh,
All desktops?
It'll be challenging for the group, both for storage and so.
They all desktops?
Yes. What's unknown, what's in the van right now is a mixture of different size desktops, but what's coming in Thursday, Lydia thinks they're all going to be low profile, which is great for storage.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm tentatively making some room in my garage. I can, with those, if they're low profiles, I can get 3 stacks of 10 without jamming me up. I can almost put the equivalent of that next to the big TV screen. So we're going to try our best to not take something down to storage if we can. If we can't, then of course we'll do it. But that's what we're going to try.
All right. I'll be back Sunday. Think I should try to set up a speedy install on if they're all the same kind?
Well, why don't you wait till we can evaluate a couple of them?
Okay.
The previous 2 donations we got were like the county health department, and they were pretty proactive. They would leave the hard drives in most of the units. In addition to that, they would wipe them. County, normally they'll leave the hard drives in or leave the hard drives out and forget to send them with us, or no, the IT department hasn't released them yet. So we really don't know what we're going to get with the Forrest Gump box of chocolates on these 88 that we got to pick up.
Okay.
So
Is there any much activity now on getting them out to students, or is that pretty much calmed down?
I probably do 8 or 10 a week more than we ship out for desktops. So it's becoming challenging. Speaking of that, I've got one on the bench and one to go on the bench. So I'll be in and out most of the night. I'm not going to log off because I'm recording, but we can't get Larry to say anything, so I guess I'll go. Charlie, are you listening? No, you got your microphone off. Okay.
Listening.
You guys can leave your microphones on.
Yeah.
Larry, if you want to turn your mute, click that unmute down in the lower left-hand corner, you can join in this wonderful
There
conversation.
you go. Hi, Larry.
Okay, here I am.
There we go.
Yep. And Charlie's live too.
Yeah.
Good. It's glad to hear that they're both still alive.
Charlie, you don't want us to see you?
I'm trying to find out why I'm not getting video.
Have you got the stop video clicked? Has it got a red line through stop video?
I clicked it several times already. Cannot start video.
Well, was experimenting this week, George, with a neat little program. It
Yeah.
allows you to take another computer. Maybe you got two computers at the house, and you can make your keyboard and mouse active on both computers. It does it all wirelessly. You don't have to, it's not like a switch type of thing. You just move your mouse to the secondary screen. As you're typing, it's on the secondary. You move your mouse back to yours, and it's on yours.
Ooh.
And it's free, and you can drag a file from one screen to the other screen. Can't drag a folder, but you can drag a file. Now, if you pay for it, you can have up to, I think it's 20 computers connected and run them all through one keyboard and mouse.
Wow.
And then you can drag and drop files, and it shares the clipboard and everything else. So my presentation tonight's going to be on useful Windows stuff.
All right.
Ooh, stuff.
I got like 4 different topics. I will just throw some stuff out about it.
Okay. Just a FYI, George, whatever you did with setup on here, I'm not able to record for you. So last time I was able to record for him. I know he's recording now, but I was going to do another one, and it's not going to let me do it.
I think he can allow that.
Yeah, well,
He's just going to go over to your name on participants, click the 3 dots, I believe.
I'm just,
that's okay. He and Harold are both recording, so that's all right.
because you're a co-host, it's not on mine.
Yeah, well, and it's not letting me do anything today, so. Except letting people in,
And
but that's okay.
did you try hitting the record button?
It says it's already on. And if I hit it, it's gonna pause it and you don't want that.
Okay.
It's like I'm you, heaven
Yeah.
forbid.
Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
co-hosting, that's true.
We don't want us being identical. Okay. Well, do Charlie or Larry have any questions or any new thing you found out or?
Well, the only thing new that I cooked a turkey for the first time. And I decided to clean my stove the night before and hadn't been cleaned in about 30 years. So
Oh,
anyways, I cooked my turkey a day after Thanksgiving, but it came out great.
great. Well, if you didn't clean it, you would have gotten a seasoned turkey.
Amen.
Whether it's edible or not, that's another thing.
My question to you was kind of computer related, and I almost thought you were going to say you told Alexa to cook it for you.
Well, I found out when I cleaned the stove, there was a clean mode on it. So
Before or after you cleaned it?
after.
Oh, great.
Well, now you know. Now it'll be an easy job next time.
Yeah, I used it to get rid of the smell of the stove cleaner. Donna told me today that you're not supposed to use a stove cleaner when you have a stove that has a clean mode in it.
Correct.
She says, well, don't you have a manual? I said, well, it's not a very good one. So I had to go to Google to find out more about the stove. It's a Frigidaire. I bought it from Montgomery Ward's about 30 years ago. So my wife used it all the time.
This Thanksgiving, we rotisseried a turkey, a 15-pounder.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, and the Sunday before Thanksgiving. So we had turkey on Sunday and on Thursday.
Oh, that's beautiful. I'm going to have turkey soup.
Well, I came up here this time and the dishwasher didn't work. Had a red light on it, but we pushed all the buttons and nothing worked.
Mm.
So I went to Google after about a week and put in the model number on the dishwasher because it's about 10 years old. I figured, well, it's just dead. It said, no, you got to reset it. Unplug it, plug it back in. I unplugged it, plugged it back in. Voila, everything worked.
Wonderful.
Good to know.
You get a lot of practice dishwashing in the meantime, I guess.
Yep, a lot of hand washing. And then I had a similar problem in the master bathroom. My water pick didn't work, and it was pretty old, so I figured, well, I just got to buy a new one, I guess. And then we went to take a shower, turned on the light, and the light was out. Well, a number of years ago, the light burned out, so I figured, well, it burned out again. So I got the ladder and I climbed up there, and it's one of those that's kind of spring loaded. You pull down this little cover and you can reach in and get the bulb. And I took the bulb out, put a new bulb in. Meanwhile, when I'm trying to put the new bulb in, I tipped it the wrong way, and the glass piece on the inside fell on the shower floor, crashed into 1,000 pieces.
Oh, no.
Got it all put back together, flipped the switch, nothing worked. I said, oh, great. And then I looked over at on the counter, and the GFI was flipped.
Oh,
So I pushed the GFI back in, and guess what? The water pick worked, the light worked. Well, I bought a new laptop, came in today.
No.
All right.
It was $759 and I got it for $459.
Good.
A nice i5 with a terabyte of disk storage and a 32 gigabyte or 24 gigabyte of solid state memory that works in conjunction with the hard drive. I'm not sure exactly how that works. I forget what it's called, Optium memory or something like that. But it's pretty darn fast. It starts up like almost instantly.
Wow.
Where'd you get that at?
Staples.
Oh,
I needed to buy a little bit more from Staples to make my $1,000 a year purchases so that I can get the maximum discounts.
terrific.
So that was my excuse. I haven't bought a new laptop in, I don't know, 8 years. And it came with 2004 on it, which I was not surprised. So I'll have to upgrade it to 20H2.
Mm-hmm.
First thing I did is remove McAfee
Oh, yes.
and Office 365.
Hmm.
And it comes with a shortcut that opens you up to office.com, which gives you all the online versions of Office.
Right.
Xfinity announced that, or Norton announced that Xfinity wouldn't be using them anymore. So I gave me a good excuse to uninstall Norton.
Good. Just use Windows Defender. It works fine.
Did Norton give you any grief getting out of it?
No, when I uninstalled it, it went slick as a whistle. I mean, it went real quick. And the Defender took right over.
Oh, that's great.
Which it
The only
should.
thing is, it said that I needed to go log into Microsoft in order to kick on the other features that go with the Defender.
Yeah.
And I couldn't log on, so
Hmm.
I got on my other computer the next day, and I straightened out my Microsoft account. So I got to go back into the other computer and kick in those other features that they suggested I needed with Defender.
Right.
Yep.
Charlie must be having trouble. This is his third time he's going out and trying to come back in. Because he just disappeared again.
Yeah, he had trouble last time he came in as well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was glad to see that Fran and Mary are now on the board.
Oh, that's not being announced till 7 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, so,
I didn't say that.
no,
Okay.
it didn't.
I didn't think you said.
Oh, okay.
Those of you that are looking for me, I can probably hear you better than I can see you. I've got a couple of members' help laptops going on in the background and some other domestic duties that need to be taken care of. So, but I'll be here in and out as best I can.
Okay.
Oh, we got to remember he's listening. We can't talk about him.
No, no.
I was going to say then anytime he's on the screen, he's going to have to talk. My camera looks a little weird. Get me in the middle.
I came home the other afternoon after a quick
Whoop, Larry, we lost your voice. Lost your volume.
I don't know if anybody heard me that time or not.
Okay, now we hear you.
Now we do.
I was saying that the other day when I was returning to the house, I pulled into the carport and I looked out on the bird bath and a raccoon was climbed up with drinking out of it. So I didn't get out of the truck. I went ahead and made a nice movie clip of it. It's the same raccoon that I had trapped and released about 6 months ago.
It must
He-
like it by you.
He turned around and stared at me. He was wondering what my next move was, and I didn't do anything. I just finished making movie clips of him. So Dick, I was browsing around to see if I could see an all-band transceiver with 30 meters on it. I didn't see any Black Friday deals on all-band transceivers.
I'm surprised there would be any Black Friday deals with ham radio.
Yay,
Hey,
Charlie!
we got your picture now.
Oh, you're still muted though. Oh, cute. Charlie, if you're saying something, you gotta unmute. Click the button or hold the space bar.
My little arrow is not opening up.
You're playing with this stuff.
Down there. There we go.
There we go.
It wouldn't check on the red lightning or whatever. There.
Charlie, how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, wasn't too bad. We had about 7 of us all together.
Oh, that's a good group.
Oh. I always seem to have little problems every time I open up one of these things.
Well, right now it's good.
Yeah, I think they're trying to open up one of my personal site.
The only thing, Charlie, only half of your face is in the picture.
Oh, I thought he was the clown.
Oh, no.
Somehow my camera don't like me. Somehow, Uncle
I've
Sam
broken
here,
a few in my day too, just by looking at them.
I had no control over him. See, you don't
Yeah,
like
It keeps,
Oh, I think it has automatic face recognition and it's looking at the rabbit or the patriotic bunny.
could be.
could be. Yeah, you're in. Yeah, it keeps zooming in and zooming out.
It's zooming into the other one. Yep, it's zooming into the other one. Take the other one down.
Hey, he's sitting in my chair.
You're,
Yeah, camera keeps running all over the place. It's fun to watch him though. We got a small group tonight, huh?
yeah,
No, it's about what we had last month.
I can't remember if I was on last month or not. I don't think I was.
I'd have to quickly go look at the photos I took.
Yeah, I don't think I got on last time. They have the wrong number here.
I'm kind of fizzled out hanging Christmas lights with my son this afternoon.
Ooh.
Surprised
guess-
myself climbing up and down the ladder, but oh, that's a nice screen. Oh, that's nice.
Okay. Mary, are you able to get to the bytes on the cccgc.info? Well, if you go to the first page on the byte and down further, the link to click. Don't go to the email. Don't go to the email. Go to the bytes on the website. I don't know if everybody is, but I do. So,
I'm gonna turn my lights on. It's starting to get dark. I'll be right back.
don't do anything, just click on the link. Yeah, I'm waiting to see it pop up so I can admit it. They haven't popped up yet. There we go. Here we are. Okay.
Good evening, Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Hey,
Mary, click here on mute.
I went out and turned my lights on.
Mary, click your unmute. We're just letting everybody, there you go.
Yeah, I was
Yay.
unmuted originally.
Now we see you and hear you.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get in with the link that was provided, even though it looks like the same one that was in Bytes. Let me go back and look at that.
Yeah. I just got when I
Well, you're in now, so.
Yeah,
Yeah, when I first turned on the meeting here, I know that my personal meeting ID was given to me there that I did not have before. I wonder that's what was screwing up my end.
Hmm. Yeah, Charlie, your camera just really, it's gonna give us entertainment all night if it keeps zooming in and zooming out.
Yeah. I don't know why he switched sides on me, I think.
Hmm.
I haven't touched him.
Well, you'll give us something to look at.
Yeah, I kind of enjoy it too.
Okay.
But he still don't like
I
me,
guess
does he?
so. Mary, we're just talking about any old thing that comes to mind, so.
fine with me. You know, my suggestion would be to always use the same link for every general meeting. That way
Yeah,
we don't have to worry about this.
And what I do, George, is at the end of the meeting, I just go back into that meeting and edit
edit to the next meeting.
it and just change the date.
Change the date.
Okay,
And then it keeps the same codes.
It's like your passcode, does that stay the same there? You don't have to re-enter it? Your personal passcode, I mean? How do you,
We're not using a personal passcode, right, George?
No,
that's right.
yeah,
You can either use a passcode when you set it up, or you can use
The waiting room.
having everybody in a locked room that they have to be let in. Everybody-
okay, is that
Everybody gets to a
snow?
waiting room.
Is that snow behind you?
Yeah,
Yuck.
tell me about it.
You know, it
I-
was cold here today. It was in the 60s.
It was 21 this morning.
Whew.
This is what yesterday afternoon looked like.
Oh, wow. Well, nice rain.
Well, those are
That's
snowflakes.
actually
Oh,
snow.
those are snowflakes.
Yeah.
It must have been really wet snow. It looks like really wet
Yeah, it
snow.
was just starting to come down. It was just cooling down enough to get snow. And then it snowed at night and we got about I don't know, inch on the ground, maybe half an inch.
Yeah.
And it stayed under 32 all day.
Harold, I like your background.
Yeah, Harold's running in and out, so. Well, Dick, when you actually drive down here, we're cool enough now. Don't bring any more cool.
Although I hope not.
Yeah, it was, we had some cold temperatures overnight. And we will next week too.
Yeah.
All right, I've got a bad joke to tell you.
Okay?
Did you hear about that? There was 2 potatoes standing on the side of the road. One of them was a hooker. How could you tell the difference? Well, she had a label on her that said Idaho.
Oh, oh, boo hiss.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I've never heard of a potato called hooker.
Idaho. Idaho.
Idaho.
Hey,
Well, let's see, if we have anything comical here. I saw a bumper sticker yesterday I thought was funny. Let me bring that up. Whoops, wrong one. Let's try this. Okay. This was in the back of this car. My name is No Bad Dog. What's yours? Nobody thinks that's funny? My name is No Bad Dog. What's yours? Okay, nobody thinks that's funny.
I
I
don't,
don't get it.
Right over the head.
yeah.
Right over the head. Must be a dog lover because the other one says a cat is a dog with an attitude problem.
I've heard that one, yeah. How about this one? A Sunday school teacher was discussing the 10 commandments with her 5- and 6-year-olds. After explaining the commandment to honor thy father and thy mother, she asked, is there a commandment that teaches us how to treat our brothers and sisters? After a minute or two, this little boy in the back of the room the oldest of a family, answered, "Thou shalt not kill."
Okay, well, we hope that's true. We hope they don't do that. Of course, then we have Cain and Abel.
That's right.
Yep. And one day a little girl was watching her mother do the dishes at the kitchen sink, and she noticed her mother had several strands of white hair sticking out on her brunette head. And she looked at her mother inquisitively and said, "Why are some of your hairs white, Mom?" Her mother replied, "Well, every time that you do something wrong and make me cry or unhappy, one of my hairs turns white." She thought about that for a little while, and then she asked, "Mom, how come all of Grandma's hairs are white?"
I think my mother used to say that to me. Don't do that or my hair will turn white.
Then the teacher took a photograph of all the kids, and she was trying to persuade each of them to buy one of those group pictures. She said, "Just think how great it will be when you're all grown up and say, 'Look, there's Jennifer, she's a lawyer. There's Michael, he's a doctor.'" And that little boy in the back of the room spoke up again. He says, "Yeah, and there's the teacher. She's dead."
Ouch. Ouch.
Oh, my.
Kids say the darndest things, right?
Yep.
Yeah, just ask Art Linkletter. That was a good show. That was a nice show.
Yep, it was.
They don't make them like that anymore.
No, they have to have blood and guts now. Well, I was late getting here because I'm having trouble. I just bit the bullet and got a cable modem. Went to Best Buy, bought a cable modem and a router. Then I walked into the Xfinity store that had just opened that day and ordered the service. The guy came out to install because we haven't had a cable service here. So they said they had to send somebody out to do it. He couldn't get the thing set up right. So now the only way I can get service through the cable modem is a direct connect with Ethernet connection to the closest laptop. I can't get Wi-Fi through the rest of the house through the router that I purchased. And the speed that I'm getting isn't anywhere near what the plan that I've paid for. So not a happy camper at the moment. So we're still running on my DSL line because that's the only way I can get Wi-Fi to the rest of the house. So as soon as I get the cable modem and router all set up, I will disconnect the DSL. But right now we're running on 2 separate internets.
You were wise to keep the old one until the bugs are worked out.
Absolutely. I wasn't going to do anything until I had the other one proven. And I've been on the telephone with Xfinity since 3 o'clock this afternoon and just left them a couple of minutes ago when I signed on here.
Oh, man.
Well,
And they can't figure it out.
been working with Sherry's mom this last couple of days. She's been paying $86 a month for her cable TV, and her TV set is about I don't know, maybe 1980 vintage.
Yeah.
You know, no HDMI ports on it. Huge glass screen with a DVD and a VCR built into it. You remember those?
Mhm.
So we convinced her that she needs to get rid of cable get internet only, because she has no internet. She
Yeah.
just has cable. And get a new a flat screen TV, and a 32-inch will just fit in the box that she's got the old TV in.
Well, let's
So,
see.
I just called the cable company here. I told them yesterday she wants to switch over.
Yeah.
They set up a modem. I went down to the store in town, picked up the modem, all ready to go, brought it over to her house, unplugged the cable connection, the old cable box they gave her, plugged in the modem, and she's up and running on Wi-Fi. The TV gets delivered tomorrow. It'll be a Roku TV. So now she
There
can
you
get all
go.
the channels she wants on that, and her bill dropped
That's
from
right.
86 down to $45.95 a month for 40 MIPS down and 5 MIPS up.
Yep.
Yep. There you go. Well, let's see. 3 years ago, we had Dish TV or Dish Network. And my husband won't watch anything if it has a commercial in it. So we were getting all the premium channels, but none of the local channels and nothing. If it had a commercial, he'd just walk out of the room. So we were paying like $260 a month
Whoa,
for
Ouch.
TV service only, just TV.
whoa.
So said, the hell with this, got rid of it all, got a Roku box, connected it to the TV, and we still had our DSL line for everything else. Got Netflix and Amazon Prime, and those are the only other paid for entertainment services we have. So that's been perfect for us. But our internet service just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And the DSL line that we have is only 10 MIPS. 2 blocks away from us, they have 40 MIPS on a Fios line. They've promised us for 15 years that that Fios line would be brought to our street and we'd have 40 MIPS. They say, you know, it's just weeks away. It's just months away. It's been 15 years and it still isn't here. So I said, okay, time to quit. And so that's why I went to the cable modem. Right now, I'm still stuck.
You know what DSL stands for, right? Darn slow line.
Darn slow line. Well, it was very fast when we first got it because it certainly was a whole lot better than the 56K
Yeah.
dial-up, but it certainly doesn't do the job now. And the problem is that recently it's been intermittent. We'll have, it'll go out for a few seconds and come back on. And we may get 5 MIPS down and we may get 0.3 to 0.7 up. And that's just horrendous. So we're not getting the speeds that we should be getting through our new cable modem, but we are getting anywhere from 5 to 8 times faster than we were on the download, and we're getting, a couple of thousand times faster on the upload. But it's still not as fast as we're supposed to get. So we'll see.
So you didn't get the Comcast box?
No, I decided to get, not to get their box, and I got an Aris. It's a 1750, which is a gigabit. It's a gigabit plus a, I think 450 on the 2.4 line, and it's up to a gigabit on the 5G line. And my service is for up to 450, and I'm getting less than 100. So, but I'm only getting that on one device because it's connected through Ethernet. I can't get it working through the router. I can't get the router initially was at least acknowledging the connection, but it wouldn't connect me to the internet. It would only connect me to the router. Said, okay, so I can
But that,
I can
no,
talk
no,
from
that,
computer to
that's a router.
computer, but I
That's a
can't talk to
router
the
issue.
internet.
but that's a router issue. That's not a
Right,
Comcast.
but the modem, they had a temporary line that was getting up to 100 MIPS. And they said, well, when it's buried, you'll get at least 300. Well, it's buried now and I'm getting 50.
Hmm.
So I don't need to worry as much about the speed as just getting it broadcast to the rest of the house so we can both use it.
Yeah, but the
And so
Wi-Fi's
that the
got
rest of
nothing
the
to do.
devices can use it.
But the Wi-Fi's got nothing to do with Comcast. That's got to do with programming your router.
But the router's not getting what it's supposed to. I mean, the modem's not getting what it's supposed to either.
Yeah, but that's nothing to do with Wi-Fi. It's your router.
Right,
that's Wi-Fi.
right. Exactly, exactly,
Comcast can't help you with that.
exactly.
So you went into 192.168.1.0 or whatever the address
No,
is?
we haven't even gotten to there. I've been asking them, what do I sign into? And they haven't given it to me. So,
Who's they?
well, I've been talking so far just to Xfinity.
Well, that's not an Xfinity issue. It's your issue because you didn't buy their
Right.
box. So
But
they're
I
not going to
can't
they're not going to have an answer for you.
But I can't get to the 192.x whatever. I can't get to any of those to test it out because it won't connect. So I'm gonna call Netgear next.
Yeah, call Netgear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have
That'll be-
two
that'll
issues.
be a
I've got to
quick
get,
fix.
I've got to get the most important thing is to get it broadcast. So it's the Netgear that's the most important problem, but the speed problem is also an issue just because we're not getting the speed we're promised. But
Hey,
we're getting adequate speed as long as I can get the damn
I'm
thing to
only getting
broadcast.
30 MIPS
Well,
with
I'm
Comcast.
still getting 5 to 10. I'm still getting 5 to 10 because that's all we get on the DSL line.
No, I'm talking about my Comcast.
Yeah, I
get
know.
30 MIPS. That's all I'm getting. That's
Yeah.
what I'm paying for.
Yeah.
It'll be another 15 years now, won't it?
Another what, Charlie?
15 more years.
Yeah.
Yeah, if any of us are still here in 15.
I'm going to be here.
I've got a dumb question to ask.
There you go.
Oh, nothing's dumb.
My internet's Xfinity, but I never bothered to find out I'm supposed to get free email with that.
You do, but you don't want to use it.
You don't want that.
The
You don't want that
problem-
because then if you get off of their service, all your email's gone. Don't do that.
Yeah, you want to keep
Well-
using Gmail or Yahoo.
I have Earthlink besides, and I was,
You don't want Earthlink either. Same problem.
You got to get off of Earthlink.
Yeah.
well, I've had it since 1990.
I know.
That's okay. Get off of it and go to Gmail or Yahoo.
Well, I am on Gmail and Yahoo.
Okay. Then
What I would
any
suggest that you
emails
do-
you want to save, port them out, send an email to yourself from your Earthlink account for any mail that you want to save, and then just get rid of it. Just don't.
Well, the
try
other
not
way
do
to
it
do
again.
that, Mary, the other way to do that is to download Thunderbird.
Okay.
Thunderbird is an email client on your computer. And then Thunderbird will download all your emails to your computer.
Where do I get Thunderbird at?
You download it. It's just just Google Thunderbird
Okay.
and just use that to get your emails from Earthlink down to your computer, and then you can always access them using Thunderbird because they're going to be stored on your computer. But you don't use Thunderbird for your Gmail. Just go to gmail.com and leave them up in the internet.
And make sure you've got a large enough drive to hold all of your email
Yeah, they don't take
if
much.
you're
stuff.
downloading everything.
I used to do web. They used to have a web building feature on Earthlink, and it fascinated me, and I kept it for the longest time because I built a website on it with some of my cruise pictures. And I kept it, you know,
Mhm.
and because I found out about a month ago they went ahead and ditched all the links that had anything to do with web building.
Ooh.
So, anyways, I tried their app, the Earthlink app. You know, you can get an Earthlink app, and it works pretty good. But I got to go ahead and try to transfer some of the mail contacts and that to my other emails. But I was thinking,
Well, getting the contacts off should be easy, because you can just say export them to like a comma delimited file, a CSV file,
Mhm.
and then load them, then import them into whatever contact list, whatever other email service you want. So that'll be an easy part too.
you go ahead and send, what was that again, Mary?
You can save all of your contacts to, it should be a comma delimited file, it's CSV, comma separated variable file. And that'll create, you can import that into like Excel or any other spreadsheet form. And then in your new client in Gmail or in Yahoo, you can import all those contacts into that list. So you can get your contacts over that way. And then
Well-
use Thunderbird, and you probably do the same thing with Thunderbird. It'll probably port your contacts and your email at the same time. Is that true, Dick? Would it import both the contacts and the email?
I don't know, but I don't think he cares about the Thunderbird. You want to get those contacts over to Gmail.
What I'm interested, what I was interested in is dropping the $39 a year for paying for Earthlink.
Definitely.
Oh, gosh, I
And,
would definitely get rid of it.
Well, that's why I was interested in Comcast. Since it's free, I could go ahead and,
No,
Throw-
no,
No,
no.
use Gmail or Yahoo. They're both free.
Gmail and Yahoo, both free.
Yeah.
okay. Well, you know, Yahoo, you say you can't, they won't be able to forward anything in Yahoo. They keep working on these emails, and I'm afraid they'll just,
I'm sorry, what do you mean you can't forward
What do you
them?
mean you can't forward?
in your class, didn't you say that Yahoo, you won't be able to forward your mail?
Nope.
No. What I said was Yahoo is not going to be allowing you to auto forward your mail with
Oh.
a free account.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
You can
Okay.
forward your mail, but you can't
Yeah.
auto forward all your mail to some other account.
All right. Well, I'm sold on not using Comcast, so that's
Yeah.
the
Yeah, Comcast only gives you a tiny place to put your emails. You don't have room for very many.
okay.
And like Mary said, if you decide I don't want Comcast anymore, poof, there goes all your emails.
Yep.
Just like with Earthlink. You just pull
Yeah.
out of Earthlink now, poof, there goes all your emails.
Yeah.
Okay?
And if they decide to sell to someone else, that other company that they sell to may say, well, I'm cutting off that service because we have a different service and you've lost all your emails from, last.
I had to move to Northport, and I asked CenturyLink if I could keep my account. It says, no, we'll keep it in there for 30 days. But the day after, everything was gone anyway, so.
Don't want that. That's the
Yeah,
reason.
CenturyLink dumped me, they said they were gonna hold my email for 30 days, and they didn't. They just dumped it the next day after I called them when I moved to Northport.
Yep, that's another reason. Get off of
That's
any of
that's
those.
why I use Earthlink. I used it up there in Northport.
But that's the same thing.
Same-
Earthlink, Comcast, they all have those restrictions. Get into Gmail or Yahoo and cut the other one off. Just port everything over. Use Thunderbird, like Dick said, to port everything over. And then if you want to take them and selectively move them into Yahoo or Gmail, you can do that. But that's one way to get them over in mass.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Welcome to.
Hi, Linda. Hi, Bob.
And Bob. We're leaving the unmute button open, so if you want to click that on the lower left-hand corner so that you can join in the conversation.
Larry, I just sent you an email with instructions on how to export your contacts from Earthlink.
All right. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it very much. I don't know if you heard me. I got internet my internet's dropping a little bit for some reason.
George, Rose, you don't like to be in the same room?
No,
Much feedback.
we have our own equipment.
And that's not just the computers.
He's in his man cave and I'm in the she shed, so
There you go.
yes. We
She shed.
we control our own stuff, yeah. Linda, you gotta unmute to talk. Lower left-hand corner, click the microphone so that the red line goes away. There.
Yes.
There you go. Hey, Linda.
Hey, Rosemary said to tell you that she very much wanted to be here, but she's been here now for several days and she still does not have internet. She's fighting with CenturyLink. She said to tell everyone hello.
Oh,
Tell her
Yeah.
we said hi.
Okay.
Now, if she had a cell phone, she could get on.
We discussed that. Oh, yeah, she has that. She says she doesn't have much data time and she only saves her hotspots for
oh,
special times.
yep.
We're not special. Did you catch that?
Well, I'm not sure special.
Certainly not special enough, right?
I'm not sure special.
You
Let's
don't
see,
tell
what did she
people
say?
they're not special just before Christmas.
She said only when necessary. I'm sorry. She said only when necessary. Get the right word in here.
Okay.
And
Richard.
Larry, back to your Thunderbird. It's thunderbird.net. So you go to thunderbird.net and you should be able to download that email program. But I have
Okay.
not had anything to do with Thunderbird for many years, but it's made by the makers of Firefox, by the way. It's Mozilla Thunderbird.
I'll give it a shot. I appreciate it. I've got another month. I'm supposed to do a prepay in December for another $39 for another year. And I don't use it that much. The only thing is I get a lot of people that arbitrarily sends me email to that account.
Just broadcast a message out and tell them you're changing your email address. And, but make sure you get that ported over before the end of your 30 days. Matter of fact, get it done right away so that you can test it out and make sure you have everything. And then just don't renew the other.
Either that or don't worry about it and sign up for another year. It's only costing you 10 cents a day.
Yeah. Well, the Earthlink app is pretty nifty. I tried it out the other night. So I don't know if I'll ditch it or not.
So what's unique about the app? What makes it special?
Oh, I guess mostly because I'm used to using their methods of emailing, and every now and then it just seems to be a lot simpler to maneuver around with their setup. But I haven't absolutely made my mind that solid on whether I'm going to keep it or not. So I've been really thinking about ditching it. I started out with, actually it started out with Sprint. Sprint merged with Earthlink, and finally Sprint broke off from Earthlink. So I actually got a special deal through the Sprint company because I work for them. So I got started with Sprint, got grandfathered into Earthlink, so I stayed with Earthlink for the longest time because of the web building features they had, but that deteriorated over time. So since I can't have any fun with web building, I just might as well ditch it.
Do you still have the website, and is it
No.
still supported?
No,
Links to the
they broke
website
it.
have gone too.
Yeah, they broke it. They broke it up. I had some nice pictures of the cruises my wife and I went on the website.
Did you have those saved anyplace else other than the website?
Yeah, actually I did. I did save them.
Good.
Yeah,
That's
thank
good.
you. I appreciate all your suggestions. I've certainly taken that into account.
George, we're into
It
the
looks like-
6 o'clock hour. Were you going to do something different? Or was Dick going to, or?
Well, 6 o'clock is usually just the open forum. So if anybody has any questions, now's a good
I
time
think
to
that's
talk
what
about
we've been doing.
No, we're
Yep.
open. And
We're
to
just
be
doing more of
open,
the same.
anybody who wants to talk, you don't have to worry about the space bar. If you want to click the mute button, take that red line off, you can always be on and just jump in.
Well, we've been talking about Thunderbird, and Thunderbird is not a car. Well, it is a car, but this is not what we're talking about. It's an email client. It's a program or an application that resides on your computer, and you know, like with Microsoft Windows 10, we've got a little picture down on our taskbar of an envelope. And if we open that up, we get to run Microsoft's Outlook program. But we have to add our accounts. We can have an account in there for Earthlink, an account in there for Yahoo, an account in there for Gmail. And every time we click on that envelope, we get to take a look at all three of those email accounts, all in the same place with the same format. But the emails are kept in the cloud, in that cloud for Google, the cloud for Yahoo, the cloud for Earthlink, wherever we're getting our emails from. Thunderbird is an email client that's kind of like that, in that the email program is on your computer, just like that little mail envelope is part of Windows. your Thunderbird is on your computer, but when you assign the accounts you would like to have it download email from. So if in your case, Larry, you've got Earthlink, you can just say, I want to get my email from Earthlink. And it just goes out to Earthlink and says, send me down all the emails I haven't seen before. In your case, that might be 10 years worth of emails. And they get stored on your computer in a hidden folder.
Hidden folder.
It's a hidden folder, so you can't by mistake go and delete it. Okay, I just looked it up to make sure. And it says Thunderbird stores your data in a separate location away from the program files called your profile folder. To move your data, copy your profile folder to the equivalent location on your destination computer and your Thunderbird profile.
Dick, your mic is fading out. Your
Say again?
mic is fading out.
My mic is fading out. Sorry. Let me be,
Yeah.
I think I may be on the wrong microphone. Let me,
Maybe it's just when you turn your head.
It's when you turn your head, we lose you.
that's because I'm on the wrong microphone. Is this working okay?
Oh, that's much
That's
better.
great.
Okay. I was on the microphone for the computer and I hadn't switched it back over to the external mic. All right. So long story short, Larry, if you download that Thunderbird program, you should be able to sign in with Thunderbird to your Earthlink account and have it bring down the emails. But since you've got so many emails, it may take a while for all those to come down. So don't turn things off. Let it just bring them all down.
Yeah, I've got quite a few with some attachments on.
It'll bring the attachments down too.
Okay, great.
And it's not gonna take them off of your Earthlink account, but you got to be careful because when you set it up with any of these clients that you might have on your own computer, you can tell it to bring it down to my computer and remove it from the server, or you can tell it to bring it down to my computer and leave it in the server. Now you can do the same thing with Microsoft's program called Outlook, which is part of Microsoft Office. So if you have a copy of Microsoft Office Pro, it includes Outlook, which is the Outlook client, and you can do the same thing with that. But Thunderbird's a free version made by Mozilla.
Okay, great. Terrific. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you want me to do that for you?
Yes, that is snow that you're seeing in my background. That was yesterday afternoon. I'll switch it over to what my background looks like, what today looks like. There's today, looking out my window. That is snow on the ground. I'm not sure what the temperature is now, but it was 21 this morning and 31 this afternoon. And it's going back down tonight.
There's enchilada up here.
Yeah, it's supposed to get down in the 30s in Port Charlotte.
Yeah, I heard that. 38 degrees, I think, tonight.
There's salad and there's steak and beans. Midway. Midway.
So, Bob, aren't you glad you got down to Florida and you're not up in the cold New England anymore?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Cookie, welcome. And if you want to just join in the lower left-hand corner, click the microphone so that that red line goes away and you're part of the group. You won't have to worry about it.
Oh, thanks. Thanks,
There you
Rod.
go.
Yep,
Hear me okay?
yep.
Oh, good. Okay. Thanks.
So feel free to jump in.
So, anybody got any questions?
you got a sled or a toboggan?
Well, I do have, a matter of fact, down in my garage here, I have 2 sleds. And one of them is the one that I used to use when I was about 8 years old.
Oh, wow.
It's got the steel runners on it, you know, the wood.
Yep. Oh, my God.
Yep, it's hanging up down in the garage.
Was that a PF Flyer?
It may have been, I can't remember. But don't give me any ideas. My hill's about, it's worse than 30 degrees. So maybe it's like a 40-degree hill. So if I went out there, I could go flying down, but I'm afraid what might happen when I hit the bottom.
You won't get up.
Hey, that may be. I'd probably run into the mailbox.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
So we'll be heading home on Sunday. So you guys warm it up for us down there.
Yeah, it should be warm by then. Should be.
Okay, got another new one coming in. Oh no, okay, Harold hasn't returned, just his picture. Okay,
Yep. He's listening though, so be nice.
yeah.
The Brady Bunch is still there, but Harold's gone.
Yeah, I saw him walk through not too long ago, so.
Yeah. He's working on some members' machines that he took home to work on.
Okay, let's see.
So that new computer that I bought was delivered today. It's an i5 with a really high definition screen on it. It's got a terabyte of hard disk space. It's got a solid state drive in there as well for to speed it up. It starts up really quickly. And it's got Windows 2004 on it. I wouldn't have been surprised if it had 1909, so I was very happy to see that it had 2004. So the first thing I did was remove McAfee. And eventually, I removed Office 365. I didn't want to click on it by mistake.
This is the Brady Bunch now.
Yeah, all of us, you mean?
Back behind me.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, I see it. Now, if we want to get more technical, we could do some binary here. There we go.
The background is from The Matrix.
There you go.
I'm going to have to buy a tapestry for this Chromebook. Be nice
Is
if
that
I
what
get
you're
one.
on, a Chromebook?
Yeah,
How do you like it?
wonderful.
Good.
Really great. I do a lot of online grocery shopping with it. It's really nifty, real slick. Don't have to worry about antivirus or any of that kind of stuff. I noticed they had some Chromebooks in the Black Friday on Walmart. They had one for sale, then $199.
Wow, that's a good one.
I got this at Sam's, $164. This Samsung Chromebook. It's been a beauty.
Ooh,
Hey, that's even better.
yeah.
We really enjoy our Chromebook, and Harold's got a Chromebook that he enjoys as well. They're really nice, wonderful internet machines. You can do pretty much anything you want on it.
Well, the beauty of it is I don't hardly do anything on it. It still works.
I'm I mean, with pretty much all the work I do being done on Google Docs or spreadsheets or presentations, I don't have a real need to, to have Microsoft Office. And if I need Microsoft Office, it's free on the internet. I was saying earlier that this new computer came that's got a link right on the taskbar. You click on it and it opens up office.com, which brings you right to Microsoft's Office package using OneDrive for the storage media.
That's beautiful.
And because I've got OneDrive, as soon as I opened up OneDrive in my, in setting up the computer, because it asks my Microsoft user ID and password, I typed that in and it automatically set up my OneDrive. And I clicked onto my OneDrive folder and there's all my 20 gigabytes of stuff that's on OneDrive. And it doesn't download it to your computer until you click on it to access it. Whatever you click to access, it'll then synchronize with your computer. So you don't have to worry about all that stuff having to download. You only download what you need.
But is that with your subscription to Microsoft Office, or is
No,
that?
I got 40 gigabytes of grandfathered space. I was on SkyDrive originally back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
So you're using the free version online?
Yes, I'm using the free version online.
Yeah, Jackie, I am. I'm on
You normally get 5 gigs.
No, that's okay. I'll be here till like 8 o'clock. What's the problem? What's that?
I did notice though, and I've seen this on some other people's computers, and I didn't realize why it was that way. But when OneDrive installs on a new computer, it installs automatically backing up your documents, your desktop, and one other folder. I think it's your download folder. I can't remember which one it is. It automatically synchronizes them.
Which is really a bear. If
So
you've
all
got
you
a
have to do,
large amount of data and you're not under the subscription, and so you only have the 5 gig, it drove me nuts until I got rid of it, and I had to turn it off and make sure everything got back on my computer and out of the cloud, and then just make it very selective what I send up.
yeah, all I had to do was go into the setup. I right-clicked on the cloud in the system tray and went into setup and unbacked up those 3 folders, and then it just stopped doing it. Because I don't have anything in those folders anyway right now, because it's a brand new computer. So those are the things I did right away.
Yeah, my problem is I downloaded everything, or I ported everything onto the new computer, and then I did the rest of the setup, and it started pushing everything to the cloud, and oh my, I had a really tough time for a couple of weeks getting everything back where I wanted it to be and not losing things, because it wanted to delete things off of my computer, and I didn't want them deleted off of the computer.
Yes, well, it
So,
will. That's because
I've got it so
OneDrive
the way I want it now.
synchronizes. OneDrive synchronizes. Delete it off one, it deletes off the other. I also installed, it came with Dropbox, so I installed Dropbox, and but it asked me, do you want to synchronize? And it recommends not synchronizing. Because I've got 2 terabytes of space on the Dropbox drive. And you can also get the option of backing up your document folders and so forth to Dropbox automatically and synchronizing them. So I might consider doing
Dropbox is standard with what, 100 gig or 100 meg?
2 gigs.
2? 2 gigs,
gigs.
okay.
And it's it's about $10 a month for 2 terabytes. Okay, that's enough. That's enough action in the background. Let's go back to the gazelles in Africa. There's some zebras back there too. If you make that bigger, you'll see I got zebras behind me. I don't know if you can see the zebras back there. Gazelles and
I see
zebras.
one.
Yeah, there's 1 or 2 back there.
Yeah, I see one right in the middle.
Yep, yep. In the wild.
At least it's white. I'm assuming it has black stripes on it.
Yeah. Well, if you change the view and then click on me, you'll see it full screen, and then you'll see them back there.
Speaking of your background, your TV in the club today, having the big fire, I really liked that. And I asked how they did it, and they said they did it on YouTube.
The what?
On the big TV on YouTube, we had the fireplace going.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just a YouTube video.
Yes.
It was really nice. So I
Yeah.
thought YouTube, I don't have my TV broadcast to the computer. I can't do YouTube. And I thought, well, I'm going to use my fancy microphone on Comcast or Xfinity and say fireplace. And I did. Clicked on fire, it said fireplace, and it worked. We had a beautiful scene just like yours.
Oh,
And it's
nice.
also available on Roku.
I don't have anything like that.
Okay,
Oh, Roku has that too?
yes.
Okay, I'll try that.
Mm-hmm.
Roku has what? YouTube, or it has a
Fireplace.
Fireplace.
8 different fireplaces.
Well, I wondered if there would
where
be
does it
something
have
else.
that?
Is it on the Roku channel
I'm
or is
not
it on
really
backgrounds?
sure offhand. I just speak into the Roku speaker that fireplace.
I wonder if I can get other scenes.
It might be one of the backgrounds. I'm
Well,
gonna
I
check
just
it.
have to say the word. Well, I'll try backgrounds. I'll try that. It might give me a choice.
Does Roku have a fireplace channel? The Yule Log virtual fireplace is scientifically proven to make your room feel warmer. In addition to hundreds of free movies and TV shows, the Roku channel has a special row this month titled Holiday Sounds with the Fun Yule Log. Plus,
They have a space theme pack. Huh.
there's also one that I know.
Jungle?
As one that Sherry set up down in Florida. It's the fish tank that turns your screen into a virtual fish tank, which is pretty neat.
Well, that's kind of where I got the turtle scenes and so
Yeah.
forth that I did. It was like a 20-hour video, and I cut it down to 1 minute and 15 seconds or something. Cut out just the one. Let me see what this does. They've got
You
a
can also
space pack.
set
I
your
have to
Roku
pull that
up.
down.
You can set your Roku up to use your own pictures.
Oh yeah.
How do you stop Roku from talking to you all the time?
My Roku doesn't talk to me.
Roku doesn't talk to you.
My Roku
talk to
talks
it.
to me every time I turn it to something. It tells me when I'm turning it to.
That must be an option you put
Oh.
on there for hard of hearing.
Okay, yeah. Go into your settings
Go
and
into your settings. And,
Yeah, I went into the settings. It's all Greek to me.
oh, there's an English switch.
Let me finish this download and I'll go look for it.
But I did my darndest trying to get rid of that Roku TV talking to me when I changed to a different selection. I went to the auto set.
Oh, yeah. That's an audio setting that you have.
Yeah, I don't know which one though to get rid of it.
Well, let me go find it.
I had
Okay,
a,
under
I had a
sounds.
Yeah, I had a cell phone I was working on once, and I, by mistake, clicked the feature that it would talk to me every time I pressed the button
Yeah.
to tell
Okay,
you what
that's what
button
people.
you pressed. But boy, I never was able to get rid of that.
Yeah, they got some terminology that throws me, so I don't know. I was afraid to select any of the settings in audio.
Hmm.
I did learn into one thing. I was able to mirror my Android to the Roku TV, which is a super neat thing.
That might be under the accessibility
Yeah,
section.
that would be it.
Under accessibility, you have captions, and then you have audio guide, and that's probably what it is. Well, you've got TV inputs too. No, not there.
Oh, that pen.
Privacy system.
Well, guys, we're almost into 2021. It's got to be better than
Yeah.
2020.
I hope so.
Certainly
Yeah,
hope so.
maybe.
Anything,
I thought
anything.
2020 was going to be a good year. It started out better than 2019,
Mhm.
but then it turned to crap for everybody.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know about you guys, but the stock market's been flying high.
Yeah, it has.
I've got one mutual fund that's made 34% this year.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I wish I had more in it.
Wow. I want to be on that one. Wow. I'm going to have to call my finance guy and find out what's wrong with ours. I don't think we have anything that's 34%.
Yeah, it's been really good this year. As soon as COVID hit, it dropped the whole bunch. But
Yeah.
now it's way past what it started with, and it's 34% for the year.
Wow.
You just
So
can't
what
go
is that
anywhere to
mutual fund?
spend it.
Yeah, I got to figure out where to spend it. That's it. Well, we've got a project we've started down here. Sherry has got a truck. I don't know if I think I shared the picture of the truck with you guys before, but she's got a truck that was her great grandfather's.
Huh?
Wow.
It's a '63 Chevy C10,
Oh, that makes me feel old.
and it's going to somebody this week. They'll tow it to their place and restore it. They'll spend the next 18 to 24 months restoring it. So that's the latest project here.
Wow.
So her plan is to get it fully restored and drive it to Florida. Of course,
Larry, you were asking
it's going to
about
have a
the,
brand new engine. It's going to have air conditioning and power windows, none of which came with the original guy.
what year is that car?
63.
All right, yeah. Larry, you were talking about the audio, always on. Go into your Roku and go to the accessibility settings. Then
Okay.
scroll down to audio guide and turn it off.
Okay, beautiful.
That should
George, how
take
is
care of
that
problem.
one terabyte flash drive working?
It's been running good.
I tried to find one, and I found one online. It said it was a one terabyte or a 2 terabyte, I think it said. So I ordered it, but it was like about $12. When I got it in, it was 32 gigabytes.
Ooh,
Ooh.
yeah.
I bought it on Amazon, so I sent it back. No, I bought it on Walmart. I just brought it back to Walmart. I bought it on Walmart.com.
I did
So
buy,
I gave up at that point.
I did buy two terabyte sticks, and they were fine if you just downloaded 1 or 2 files. But as soon as you tried to to download 3 or 4 or 5 in a row, it would crash. So you have to be real careful with those. There's something not working right. So I just eventually, I think I either buried them or tossed them. I may have just thrown them away. I can't remember. But I wanted to make sure I didn't try to use them for anything important. I was trying to use them to back up some video files
Sure.
and to be able to have those, that as a backup storage and maybe use it offline. And after the frustration I had with trying to, after it would complete the first file and then it couldn't find the second file and it would say I didn't have any space. And I'd have to start all over again. So I just got frustrated. I think I just threw them away.
Yeah, I've got one that's 128 gigabytes that I bought
I do.
about a year or two
I do.
ago. It's same thing. It works for 1 or 2 files, and I try and do a lot, and then it just doesn't work.
Oh, I've got a couple that are either 128 or 256, and when you put them into the computer, they just barely stick out, and they run beautifully. But they're, they're both. Let's see, one's a Samsung, and one's a. I think they're both Samsung, and they work beautifully. But then I paid quite a bit more for them. That tired, huh?
Yeah.
Either that or we're boring you to death. Or it's just so cold you just want to sleep.
Yeah, well, I've got 3 shirts on.
Are you outside?
No, I'm inside. It's in the 20s outside.
It's probably dark already too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Well, it gets dark at
It's
5:30.
dark here too.
Yeah.
We were in, for Thanksgiving, and went to visit friends over in Cadiz, which is on the western side of Kentucky. And they're on what we call slow time. They're on Central Standard Time.
Mhm.
But over there, it gets dark at 4:30, not 5:30.
Yeah. Oh my
And,
God.
but in the morning, it gets light at 6:30. I couldn't figure
Yeah.
that out though. They're on Central, we're on Eastern.
Yeah, but you're only a few miles apart.
200 miles apart.
Mm. That's a little bit further than I thought.
Yeah, that's why I thought it was strange. Well, actually, where I am right now in Monticello, Wayne County, Kentucky, it's supposed to be Central Standard Time. The time zone comes down, the timeline comes down from up north in Ohio, like this, and then
And
it
then
goes
follows
like
the
this,
river.
and then it goes back down again, because most of the people that live in this place would work in Eastern Standard Time.
Mm-hmm.
So they made this this county Eastern Standard, and everything
Oh,
else
really?
above and below us
Just the
is
county.
Central Standard.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's only 6.
Well, there's another spot in, I can't remember what state it is. It's like one county in the whole state changes time when the rest of the state doesn't. Or the rest of the state changes and they don't.
Yep.
I can't remember what it's like Idaho or something like that. And
Oh, it's that
it's
that
just a
potato
little spot in the
that
middle of the
potato
state.
woman standing on the corner.
There you go. Idaho.
The whole state of Arizona doesn't go into daylight savings time.
Yeah.
Right.
Raphael is in the dark.
I don't know how to fix that.
We don't know how to get the video on.
Do you-
Oh,
Click on the little carrot beside, your camera. There
Yeah.
should be a slash to it. Click
Oh,
on that.
in
do
corner.
you have a cover over your camera?
No.
Or a piece of
Wait
paper.
a minute, she did.
Wait.
Hey,
That's her.
hey,
I said, what's
It's
wrong
the
with this?
simple
I did
things
it
that got
before.
Now, of course, all of you know that
Now you know
Al's
privacy
Al's
works.
one of the primary people in our technical area.
Yeah, found out how good that did me. Not my computer.
There's Bob. I saw him earlier. Hey, Bob.
Good afternoon.
Well, first of all, I couldn't get it to come on at all. I'm going, okay, what's wrong with this? Because I was using an old link. See, they surprised me by having an actual number. Okay, we're good.
Yeah, I had trouble getting in also.
Oh, okay. I'm not totally.
No, it was just, I was going to the wrong link.
Yeah, well, it told me no such ID. I'm going,
Oh, mine said that the leader had a different Zoom session going, another Zoom session going, so it
Yes.
wouldn't let me in.
yeah, mine showed that at first, that George was doing his own meeting anyway. I'm going, okay, I want to come.
Yeah,
But we were talking earlier. We were talking earlier about setting it up so it's the same code every month.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that'd be good.
that makes it easier. Then you save it once and you can schedule it on your calendar every time, and makes it a lot easier.
Where's Donna at tonight? She can check in?
I haven't seen her yet.
Well, she was at the club today.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
said
I
she
seen her
was
there at
fine.
the club. She was the one
Maybe
that.
she's still counting.
He said
Maybe
she's
she's,
gonna be here.
The other way.
Is Donna doing a recount?
We can be in
I hope not.
have you finished the
They
count yet?
ran out of fingers and toes.
Yeah,
Oh,
at the
good.
7
That
o'clock
means-
meeting, you'll get the report.
From what I saw in that box, your fingers and toes would do it.
What time were you there, Linda? What? Press your mic.
Can't hear you.
I was there around 12.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I was one of the last ones in, I think.
Okay.
Barbara must have a video problem.
Or she's on her phone or something. She also has the mute on yet. Maybe she went out for dinner.
This, why?
Just because I can't.
Not my computer, folks. I'm not doing a thing.
Al, that's why George and I are in separate rooms.
Oh.
Good idea.
At one time, she suggested different states.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
no.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Hey, for 4 years, we were in different states. This is much better.
There was a time I was in Texas and she was in Massachusetts
Yeah,
for,
that was about
a
2.5
few-
years.
yeah. Oh, well, life goes on.
Yeah, it does, you know? You do what you got to do.
This is true.
Hey, Raffaella, why did the gym close down?
I don't know. Why did the gym close down?
It just didn't work out.
I like that. Oh, yeah. We got to enjoy ourselves.
That's right.
If we don't kill ourselves first.
See, still alive.
Yeah, after all these years,
What
I'm
do you-
still alive.
What do you call a pig that does karate?
I'm afraid to ask. What?
Pork chop.
Ah, that's cute.
Oh, Lord.
I waited all night to see where the sun would rise, and then it dawned on me.
Ah,
I'm on a site that's called Corny Jokes.
Ah, no, that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. Dick, are you in Kentucky?
Yep.
Yep. What's that in the background?
Well, that's Africa. Let me show you what Kentucky looks like.
Okay.
That's what it looked like yesterday.
Oh, pretty.
That's snow.
Yes, we see that.
And this is
You
how
can keep
looked
it too.
This is how it looked this morning when we got up, and still looks right now.
Our daughter our son-in-law in Texas sent a picture in Houston, and everything is frost covered. So I wrote back that we're enjoying 60 degrees.
How do you keep a bull from charging?
Take his credit card away.
That's it. You got it. Hey.
We like that.
cute.
Hey, George, get these people to, be serious.
Oh, we don't have time for that.
No time for that? Okay.
No.
This is the last gathering of
This is
2020, and we
the last Zoom meeting of the year.
have fun.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
This is party
Now,
time.
wait a minute. If this is the last gathering, where's our cupcakes and?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, Eric said that.
You didn't make any?
Should have guessed that was coming.
Oh,
I've got a main joke that my
Okay.
mother told me when I was 9 years old.
Yeah.
She says, "What did the wall say to the Christmas tree?"
No idea.
"Your balls are hanging."
Oh, that's a down Maynard joke.
Oh,
Why couldn't the pony sing a lullaby?
Um,
She was a little horse.
ah.
do you know why a chicken coop only has 2 windows?
Why?
Because if it had 3, it'd be a sedan.
All right.
Sorry.
A coupe, Mary, a coupe instead of a sedan. You get it, Mary? She just got it. I could tell on her face.
Yeah.
Oh, turn your mic on, Mary.
Yeah, I was trying to figure that one out. Yeah. Well, speaking of chicken coops, the little town that I grew up in, when we moved there, the elementary school had just burned down. So I went to 6th grade in an old chicken hatchery. So I kind of know what a chicken coop looks like.
I bet.
Well, I'm sorry, the chicken hatchery wasn't anything like a chicken coop, but but I thought that was funny anyway.
Well, I
That
have
we
another
were
one.
actually going to school in a chicken hatchery.
Where do you find a dog with no legs?
Don't know.
Fun.
Right where you left them.
Oh, I've seen that one. And I think you put that on your site.
So cruel.
Sherry's yelling in the other room. That's not nice.
That's right. It's not nice.
Uh-oh, George, where did you go, George? Oh, okay.
He's gone.
Well, yeah, it just popped up on mine that I'm now the host. It's like, wait a minute.
Rose, what did you do?
Ta-da!
I guess he decided that he didn't want to continue tonight.
He'd had enough, I guess.
Or you hit the
Maybe he
wrong
didn't get
button.
enough
That's what
votes.
happens to me all the time. I go, where'd it go?
Honest, I'm in a different room. I didn't do anything.
That's right, you said that, he's in a different room. Maybe he's gonna come sit next to you.
That's okay. You could be in the same, be in a
Oh,
different
he
room and
better
still
be in
affect
his
his
zone here.
computer.
George, are you coming back?
I guess not.
He'll be here in a minute, he says. Okay.
Uh,
Let's talk about him then. No.
Sure, tell us all the juicy stuff.
All right, here's another one. How do you get an astronaut's baby to sleep? You rock it.
Oh my goodness sakes.
Okay.
Harold, I see that this is the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, that's Harold. He's been going in and out. He took a lot of computers home to fix, so he's running between us and them.
Why did the bear run around his bed?
There he is.
Oh, there he is.
Well, it's about time you got back, Harold.
Ah!
I don't know. I guess he wanted to
That's
hibernate.
it.
Oh, he
Uh,
heard us talk.
Whoa, there he went.
Is it something
He
you
wanted to
said?
catch up on his sleep.
Sorry to interrupt, Dick. What was that last thing?
I said, why did the bear run around his bed? He wanted to catch up on his sleep.
Hit up.
What do you call a boomerang that won't come back?
A boom.
A
Boomerang?
stick.
A
A
stick.
stick.
Dick.
Oh my goodness sakes. Oh, well.
They're leaving us to our own devices now,
Should
huh?
Yeah.
I do a little
That's
song and
dangerous.
dance?
How
Well, we
about some
only have 10
Santa,
minutes until the 7 o'clock. So,
how about some Santa Claus jokes?
sure.
Okay.
Go ahead, Larry.
No.
All right. Did you hear?
Uh,
Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon?
Nope.
Serves
Great-
cream cheese.
Great food, no atmosphere.
As long as you like cheese.
Oh, no, it's
Oh,
bad.
it's backwards.
I know, I saw that.
Oh. What's it say, Cookie?
It's a serious doctor and it says, so what you're telling me is the coronavirus made you eat all day?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Bad humor.
But it certainly is keeping us all at home,
Yes.
close to home.
Mhm.
Anybody else with a good joke or a story or
Let me look for my jokes.
a problem, an
How,
issue?
how can you tell?
Yeah,
when a,
something.
how can you tell when a salesperson is lying?
He's opening his mouth.
Yes, his
Opening
lips are
his mouth.
moving.
His lips are moving. Ah, yeah.
Hmm. Oy, oy.
Have some coffee.
I'm not a good storyteller or a joke person, so, but I like a good one.
I always forget the punchline.
Yeah, or it slips out early or something.
You
Yeah,
say
you
it
remember
too
the
quick, you go,
punchline
"Oh,
and that's
no."
all, right?
Hmm.
A girl used to walk to work, and she got a coffee on the way. And she looked across and she saw a cemetery. And there was a very unusual procession. And her curiosity was aroused. So she walked over and she saw a hearse. And behind that, there was another hearse. And there were 200 women. There was a woman walking a pit bull on a leash. And behind that, there were 200 women lined up single file. And she went over, she talked to them, she says, who died? She says, my husband. The pit bull attacked him and killed him. Well, who's in the second hearse? That's my mother-in-law. She tried to intervene, and the pit bull attacked and killed her too. And the woman thought for a minute, she says, can I borrow the pit bull? She says, you have to get in line.
Oh, well, I have a poem here from Ohio, and we moved here from Ohio, so it's appropriate. It's winter in Ohio and the gentle breezes blow 70 miles an hour at 35 below. Oh, how I love Ohio when the snow's up to your butt, when you take a breath of winter air and your nose gets frozen shut. Yes, it's winter here and wonderful. The weather here is wonderful, so I guess I'll hang around. I could never leave Ohio because I'm frozen to the ground.
Welcome, Harold Howard. We are having open mic night. If you want to click the mute button so that you on the lower left-hand corner, and feel free to join in on whatever. We're having a fun night. At the end,
Actually, we're here for any questions you've got, but nobody's had many.
Right, so we've resorted to telling jokes.
I got a computer riddle for you.
Well,
there are 10 types of people in the world: those who understand binary and those who don't.
And
No, that's
anybody get it?
Either one or two.
Yeah,
You're
One
all
or
one.
zero.
The 10 is 1 0. There's only two numbers. Two numbers
That's
in
right.
binary: 0 and a 1.
Yeah.
Well, here's one that's appropriate for all of us. I've decided I'm not old. I'm 25 plus shipping and handling.
Yay.
Oh, that's great.
That's good.
Good, I had to remember that one.
No, that's the problem.
You're right.
Yeah, that's the problem, remembering it.
That's sometimes called a senior moment.
Yeah.
Okay, we got another new one coming in here. Oh, and we lost. Who'd we lose?
Raffaella just went to get some coffee.
Yeah, no, I lost a box on the bottom. Anyway. Well, we're getting there. Okay, Fran is on.
Hey.
What Fran is that? Yo, Fran. Doesn't say that the mic is off, but Fran, we're just on free mute night, free mic night, so.
At least this session is.
Yeah, right.
There will be a presentation in a few moments after we have the brief meeting.
Yeah.
Now, this is the first December that I have been associated with the club where we're actually having a meeting in December.
You mean you missed all the other ones?
No, December was the only meeting was we
We did
had
the elections and a party.
we had food to eat, we had an election, we announced the results, and that was the end of the election, the end of the meeting.
Well, no, then what, the pastry was given out then.
Yeah, then we had
right.
food.
But I mean, that was it. We didn't have any beginners class. We didn't have any intermediate class. We didn't have any presentation. We didn't have any giveaways. We didn't raffle off a computer. We just had food, voting, and social.
And you wanted
And
more?
social.
No,
Right.
but that's it. This is the first time we've
Well,
ever
tonight
had a
we just
meeting-
had social life.
meeting in December.
And could have had the fireplace going too.
Oh, could have, yeah.
I love the fireplace
And
in the office.
Gary, if you want to unmute your mic, although Dick's going to mute us all in a little bit. But if you have a quick joke before 7 o'clock, we're just kind of having fun together. And the mute button's in your lower left-hand corner.
I don't like to think before I
Hey,
speak.
Dick.
I like to just be surprised as everyone else by what comes out of my mouth.
Uh-oh. Buck, what do you got?
All right. I'm actually sweet 16, but I got 65 years experience.
There you go.
Like that one.
I think you're pushing it. I don't think I want to be 16 again. It took me till I was at least 30 to figure out that my mother and father really knew something. And my kids are still wondering about me.
Our kids aren't wondering about us. They're sure that we don't know anything. And our grandson is funny. Nani, just hit the button.
Oh, we were trying to explain how to use the internet on her phone today to Sherry's mother. That was the whole experience.
Oh, I can't do that.
Tomorrow we're going to install a Roku TV whenever it arrives there, and that'll be an interesting event as well.
Oh, have you guys seen that Xfinity wants to change the boxes now? You all have we have Xfinity for the TV, and they're looking to change the box again so that we can have a better experience.
And you pay $20 more a month.
That's right.
No, supposedly this part doesn't, right now, doesn't cost anymore.
Yeah, give it a month.
That's why we got rid of them and just went with internet and then got our own stuff on the side.
That's what I've got, internet only.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use it.
That's what I have.
Antennas. This is the TV box. Do you use antennas instead?
No, don't use anything.
Antenna, Roku, Hulu, Prime,
We stream.
Stream everything.
streaming,
Uphill.
computer, free TV shows on ustvgo.com.
And Pluto.tv's got a lot of shows.
They
Hulu
do.
does.
You know, I watch a lot of movies, free movies on the internet. There's several sites that you can log in, and the movies aren't that old.
That's right.
Right.
Tell me again why we're spending almost $200 on that.
And now NBC has.
I'm not going to remark on that one. I spend.
So you don't have to
now
spend
because
it every
of the
month.
increase, I'm spending $60 a month with Comcast.
What's the story on Peacock? What's the name of that bird?
Peacock.
Peacock.
Peacock
is
Oh,
an
yeah,
affiliate
that's a
of
new service.
NBC.
That's what we need. That's what they're saying. You need the new box spot.
No,
you
you don't.
talk into the remote and it comes on.
Oh, geez.
Ours doesn't work that way because we have an old.
Well, guys, it's 7:02.
Yeah,
Hey,
go
you're
for
late.
it, Dick.
Ah, okay.
Okay, time to start.
Where have we lost the vice president?
No, he's still here.
We see
Oh,
him.
there he is.
came in. Yeah,
Okay, so is vice president now president?
he got,
No, he's now
Or
acting.
we have to do a
He's
recount?
now vice
No, wait.
president.
Oh, there you go.
What happened?
Oh, there you go. Hey, it even
there
has
you go. It's,
Oh, look at
CCCGC
that.
on it.
Isn't that cute?
okay, it's
Or
7
are those
o'clock.
E's?
Okay, it's
Time for
7
They
the
look like
o'clock.
E's.
So we're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Do we have to stand?
That's up to you.
Turn your video off, we won't know.
It'll take me through the Pledge of Allegiance to get up and get back down.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag
Flag,
The
of the
United
United States of America
America,
and to the
to the
republic
republic
for which
for
it
which it
stands,
stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under
under
God,
God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with
with
liberty
liberty
and
and
justice for all.
For all.
Did we get through that?
I think
Yep.
so.
We
Yep.
did.
Mary's got it in the background.
Yep, yeah, good job, Mary.
Yes, she does.
Okay. Mr. VP, your turn.
Okay. The first thing we're going to do, you are the first people to know it. The official election results. For some reason, they decided to make me president. Dick,
Congratulations.
Since you were the only one on the ticket, that was a really long shot.
I know. Ron Michand is treasurer.
You skipped the vice president, dear.
Oh, I said Dick is the vice president.
Okay, keep going.
Ron Michand is the secretary, and Sandy Todd is the treasurer. If you're not familiar with Sandy, she's in the office every Friday.
Congratulations, people.
Congratulations, people.
And now the board's directors. Directors are Grover Mudd, Rose Kopanek, Lydia Rist, Fran Robital, and Mary Freener.
Very good.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, everybody.
Yay!
Hey.
And there's no announcements except we just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas because our next meeting is going to be January 5th. And we hope the best for everyone. And I'm going to make a shout out. Harold, are you in the area to come in?
I don't think so.
Here he
Yes,
is.
he is.
I heard you.
Okay, where'd Harold go? Okay.
He's right there.
I just want to let everybody know that the volunteer of the month,
Second one on the top left,
Zoom meeting.
to the left
Harold.
of Zoom meeting.
Left.
oh, there he is. Harold is volunteer of the month.
Harold, you need to smile.
Again,
Yeah,
Well, you're not smiling there.
after all of those corny jokes, I got a smile.
You at least need to have a smile for your picture.
The best part about the meeting was I was able to be productive in the other room, even though I couldn't see the screen, but I could hear the jokes.
oh,
Write them
and that
down.
was a plus.
Well,
That's good.
Well, we did have fun tonight.
Absolutely.
And congratulations, Harold. Harold has been here oh, probably about 3-4 years before the club started. And I think he has had every job at the club, and
Yeah,
he still does most of them right now. So thank you, Harold, for all the work you do.
thank you very much, Harold, for everything
Thank
you
you,
do.
Harold.
Hey, Harold.
Thank you.
My drives.
Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
He's down in the
Yeah.
blue.
And now we're gonna go to the
Hit the Zoom, buddy.
Favorites?
favorites. Whoops, and that's not it.
George,
Is it on the website?
It is. It's on the website.
It's on the website. It's called WeTransfer.com. It's a online cloud-based computer file transfer service. You can do up to 2 gigs at a time. And what's nice about it is you can take a whole folder. If you have tons of pictures to send people, you can click the whole file and transfer the whole file all at once. As long as it's under 2 gig, which would probably give you, hundreds of pictures. Let me,
It's gotta be December presentations, right?
It wasn't.
Right. There it is.
No, we just started off with something about Thanksgiving.
okay, and then I guess we're gonna go right over to Dick. And he's gonna do the presentation.
Okay. Dick's just sitting there.
Okay. I just want to remind everybody that Thursday is my Thursday class is going to be held this week from here up in Kentucky from 2 to 4. And Saturday session is Mary, and she's doing that from noontime on. She had a very good session 2 weeks ago, and she's going to be back doing this Saturday session. So thank you for taking Saturdays, Mary, and everybody's enjoying that. So, and I will be back in town next week. I imagine I will be in the club on Tuesday sometime as usual, and things will go back to normal as far as Sherry and I are concerned, as normal is for us. So
You mean you'll be in the same room again?
I'll be in the same room again, right? And I'll be breathing warm air instead of cold air.
Yeah.
I'd like to, Dick,
Even
just
if it's cold for Florida, it'll be warmer than where you are.
This is true.
okay,
Rose?
and I wanna plug that next Monday I'm doing a Google photo on
good.
Zoom, and I'm doing it at 10 in the morning. So, but you need to sign up for the class through the regular sign up on the website or
Okay.
through the calendar, and then I'll send you the
What
link.
day is that?
Monday the 7th,
Okay.
10 a.m. to noon.
Okay.
Sounds
Okay.
great.
Back
Okay.
to you.
Are there any other classes going on next week, Rose?
No, outside of you, no.
Yep. Okay. All right. All right. I'm going to leave. Should I leave? I want to leave everybody's mic on. If you feel that you might be causing noise or something, please just unmic yourself. Just shut it down. I'm gonna get mine set up here. Okay, let me share my screen. Can everybody see that all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I just called it Windows stuff because I got like about 4 or 5 things I'm going to talk about. This one I just titled this Useful Windows Stuff. Desktop icons off. Does your desktop look like that or even worse? And I've seen some of your desktops, so I know the answer to that. But, you know, there are times when you'd really like to have a clean desktop for whatever you're doing, and just put and especially when you're on Zoom and you want to present your screen, and you don't want everybody to see, you know, all that. Well, all you really need to do is right-click on a blank spot on your desktop and choose View and Show Desktop Items. And then when you let go of that, the check mark goes away and your desktop will be totally free. There won't be any items on it at all. Now, I came across this because one of our members, and you may be one of them that's on tonight, I don't know, I don't remember, but called me up and said they couldn't, the items were all going off their desktop. They didn't know where they were. And I didn't know where they were either. And I didn't even think about going here. So I logged into their computer and I discovered that all their items that were in the desktop folder were in the desktop folder, but they weren't displaying on the desktop. So I simply right-clicked. Sure enough, the check mark wasn't there. I clicked it, and now all the icons came back. So all you got to do is bring this up again when all your icons are gone, say View, click to bring the check mark back on, and all your desktop items will show. So I thought that was kind of neat. Let's see what else we got. On-screen keyboard. Windows 10's got an on-screen keyboard. If you've got a touch screen, it's kind of nice because now instead of using your keyboard, you can just touch the screen. It's really nice when you've got, you know, I was working on a computer the other day where one key wasn't functioning. You'd press the key and it would stay stuck down, and it was the letter U. It was U all the way across the screen until it ran out of room. But if you got the on-screen keyboard, if you can toggle that on, you can continue to work and you don't have to worry about messing around with your physical keyboard if that's a problem. But it's really easy. All you've got to do, first you got to activate the on-screen keyboard. So Windows I is what I use to open up the settings window. You can click the start button on your desktop and choose the picture of the gear. That's your settings. And there are a number of other ways as well. I just use Windows, hold the Windows key down, tap the letter I. That opens up settings. Click Home and Keyboard and change this from off, click it to on. Now, I don't know about you, but it took me a while to figure out that because this looks like this, I didn't have to put my mouse on the black dot and drag it to the right. All you got to do is click it and it changes it to on, okay? I don't know if any of you did that, but I did that for quite a while until I figured out I didn't have to drag that little button over. True enough. So to use the on-screen keyboard, you switch that to on. And
Funny how we get used to doing something one way and then it just kills us.
yeah, exactly. So now you can just click the keys or touch it with a touch screen, and you can grab a corner. As soon as you go out to any one of these 4 corners, you get a double arrow, and you can make this smaller or you can make this bigger. And this cost us an X. This minimizes it. There is no maximum. Notice that's grayed out. And then of course there's an X just to remove the keyboard. Now, even easier is you can create a shortcut on the desktop to turn the keyboard on. If you right-click on the desktop, on a blank spot, you select New Shortcut. Then you'll get a screen that's got this on it where you browse to find the place that you want to go. Well, you don't have to browse. All you have to do is type in OSK. That's short for on-screen keyboard. You click, put that in. There's a next button down below that. You click next, and then you give it a name. I just made mine, I just called mine keyboard. And then you click the finish button. And now you'll have a on-screen, a shortcut on your desktop to toggle the keyboard on or off. If you right-click on this, you could also say add it to the pin to the taskbar. And then it's right down on the taskbar. And instead of having to double-click to do it, you just click it once on the taskbar, and then you click it once again to turn it off, or you X out of it. So I thought that was kind of neat to do. The Google menu. I find that a lot of people are using Google Chrome, but few are taking advantage of the Google Apps menu that's all part of Google Chrome. And there's also some confusion. I don't know if there's any confusion with all of you, but maybe a few of you, between what's the difference between a search, Google search, and Google Chrome. You know, I ask people,
Yes, okay.
I'll ask somebody over the phone that I'm working on a problem with, what browser are you using? I'm using Google. Well, I find out later that they're not using the Google browser. They're on Microsoft Edge or they're on Firefox, but they're looking at the Google search screen. Well, there's a difference between the two. A search engine, it's a web application that performs a search for information on the web or on the internet. There's a whole bunch of different search engines. A lot of us at the club are using Google Chrome. The Google search. I did the same thing. But there's Google search, there's Yahoo, there's Bing, there's DuckDuckGo, there's a whole bunch of them. And I use Google, and of course it looks like this. This is the current Google GIF that's out there. Every week, month, every different time of year, they've got some kind of little graphic they've got. And you get there by going to www.google.com. Now, I'm not sure all of you really understand this either, but if you just type in the word Google up in the address bar on the top of your browser, hold the control key down and tap enter, it puts the www. and the .com in for you. You don't have to type it all. Or even if you just put google.com, you don't need the www. It'll get put in automatically for you. So that brings up, no matter what browser you're in, whether you're in Internet Explorer, Edge, Firefox, no matter what browser you're using, or Google Chrome, it will bring up the Google search page where you can type in your search. You can, if you've got a microphone on your computer, you can click the microphone and speak your search in, and it'll come up with the search results. It doesn't matter what browser you're using. This is the Google search engine. Browser-wise, in the internet world, Google Chrome is used. I checked this out recently, and about 2/3 of all internet users are using Google Chrome nowadays. Another 15% are using, is split between Firefox, Edge, and Opera. Those are 3 popular browsers. Apple users are using Safari because that's what comes with the Apple computer, but Safari ranks 2nd overall in internet users. But Safari is rarely used by anybody using a Microsoft Windows. Now, of course, the default browser for Windows 10 is Edge. And if you haven't got the latest version, it no longer looks like a flat E. It looks like a wave that's in the shape of an E. And it uses the Chromium base, just like Google Chrome uses the Chromium base. So they're very similar now. in functionality. And Edge will use a number of the available browser extensions that it couldn't use before with the original version of Edge. And if you've got a Google account, and you should all have a Google account, it's free. You don't have to have Gmail if you don't want it. Your Google account can be, well, we got, where did Larry go? Larry with us still? Larry?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, when I
The
see
video went away.
camera's off. There you go.
Oh, there you go.
Larry's using Earthlink. He could create a Google account with his Earthlink Gmail, with all his Earthlink email address. So you don't have to have a Gmail account to have a Google account. You should have a Microsoft account, because if you're using your computer as a local account only, and all the computers that we ship out of the club going to students and whoever else, we set them up with a local account. We don't set them up with a Microsoft account, because we don't know what their Microsoft account is. So when somebody gets a computer, they should establish a Microsoft account so that they can use some of the Microsoft features like OneDrive and a number of other things that will only work if you've got a Microsoft account. So when you sign into a browser like Google Chrome, you can set that browser up to synchronize your settings between different computers. In other words, if you're using Google Chrome and you've got 3 computers that you use, whatever you create a shortcut on one computer, when you go to the second computer, that shortcut will be available on the second computer. So that's very, very convenient. Now you can also do that with Edge. With Edge, you can say, yes, I'm going to sign in with my Microsoft account, and now your settings can be synchronized between different computers that are using Edge. And it works, Firefox works the same way. Now, the Google Apps menu. To get to the Google Apps menu, which is part of the search engine and not the browser. No matter what browser you're using, open up google.com. And up in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see where it says, Gmail, images, there's this little square, and sign in. You click sign in and sign in with your Google account information. And then it'll have your picture, or if you haven't got a profile picture installed in your Google account, it'll have usually the first letter of your first name. We saw earlier where we had a couple of people that hadn't turned on their video yet, and it just showed a circle with the letter like Franz came up with an F in a blue box. That's because he doesn't have a profile set up on Zoom. Well, it works a similar way with your Google account as well. Now the square is made up of 9 little squares here, and that opens up the Google Apps menu. Now let me show you what the Google Apps menu looks like, and let's see how I'm going to do that. I am going to switch my sharing. And I'm going to share my first screen this time. And now you should see my junky looking screen. So I'm going to right click on my screen, and I'm going to say view, and I'm going to stop the desktop items. See how that worked? Everybody see my blank screen now?
Yes.
Do you see all your pictures? You don't see your pictures, do you? I guess not. Okay. All right. I'm going to open up Google Chrome over here. now, come on, get over there. Okay, there's my Google Chrome. Everybody see that?
Yes.
Let me maximize it so it's on the screen. Okay, this is what I was talking about. Notice I'm signed in as me. This Google account, Richard Evans, and there's my Gmail address. This is the menu button. If I click that menu button, here are all the Google apps. Now notice I've got a scroll bar on the right-hand side. These are all the apps that are out there that are Google applications. They're all available to use. Now, even if you're not signed into your account, you still get all these menu items. You can still click into all these menu items. Some of them, however, will require an account and they'll ask you to log in. Now, notice that my scroll bar shows. The reason my scroll bar shows is I've turned off the feature in Windows that removes the scroll bar. You just have a narrow line that you've got to mouse over to get the scroll bar. I like to have the scroll bar available to me. Now, now let's say I like to go in and
Dang it.
right now, I'd like to have this, my contacts, instead of way down there, I'd like them a little higher up so I can get at them. I'm just going to left click and drag it up to here so I can rearrange what's on my menu by just dragging the item I want to move.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so now if I wanted to go in and take a look at my calendar, all I got to do is click on the calendar and the calendar will appear. So I don't have to type in anything up here. I don't have to go to Google this or Google that. You know, if I want to go into Google Docs, I can just click there and it opens up Google Docs, and there I can create a new blank document and so forth. Very, very easy to use. Now I'm going to switch my sharing again and switch me back over to screen 2. And let's go on with this one. So this is what I just talked about. My screen, there are 33 apps on my screen, and they're constantly adding new apps and changing things, but they're all available right here. I want to go to Google Photos. I just click on Google Photos. I don't go up to the address bar and type photos.google.com. I just pull down the Google menu and click on Photos, and I'm right on my Google Photos screen.
Okay.
I want to talk about printing postcards. You remember when we used to go away on vacation and send postcards to those back home with pictures? You know, we go to a store someplace and see all these postcards. Well, we can still go to stores. We can still pick up postcards, but we generally don't do that.
Well, that was before COVID.
Well, that was before cell phones, actually, because now all we got to do is take a picture and send it as a private message. We don't even email them anymore. We just message this, message that, either with our phone app or our social media app with Facebook. So what I'm saying here is, in this time of staying home, why not create some individual postcards to send to friends and family? Think about it. You can go on Facebook or go through your photo album. You can find some pictures of events or pictures of people, family members or friends, and print it out on a postcard and mail it to them. You know, they'll probably get a kick out of it. Your friend gets the postcard, it will surely put a smile on their face. So how are we going to do that? Well, this is going to explain how, but I'm going to actually do it rather than just showing it to you on here, okay? So let me let me switch my screens again. Let me go to sharing and let me go back to screen 1. And now I am back on my, I'm going to create a new document. Get this thing out of my way. So there you are. I'm on a brand new document now. Now, postcard size is 6 by 4, 6 across, 4 down. So what I'm first going to do is I'm going to come up here to my, this is a rule. There's a ruler on the left to tell me the height. There's a ruler on the top to tell me the width. So I'm going to go up here and get a double arrow, and I'm going to move this over to 1.25. And then I'm going to go to the right-hand side, and I'm going to move this over to 6. Come on, you can get there. There we go. So now I've got 6 inch across the top. Now I want to create a box to put my picture in. So let's go up to insert a table, and I'm just going to make it a 1-by-1 table. There it is. And now I want to make that, I'm right-clicking in the box, in the cell itself, and I'm going to table properties, and I want to make the minimum row height 4 inches. So now I've got there's my postcard. Notice on the left-hand side, 4 inches, and I'm 6 inches here. So there's my postcard. I've just got to put a picture in it. So let me go to insert, image, and notice I can get the image from Google Photos, Google Drive. I can type in a URL. I can take a picture with my camera. Let's take a picture with the camera. I haven't tried this one. This could be scary. No camera selected. All right, well, I won't do that then. I won't figure out, I haven't figured out how to do that. I hadn't tried that before. All right, well, we'll do it. We'll do it the old fashioned way. Upload from the computer.
Okay.
Well, these are my my green screen backgrounds. I'll just grab one of them. Here's a picture of Sherry and a palm tree.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
So there's my postcard. Only one problem. It is now more than 4 inches. So what I'm going to do is click on this, and I'm just going to bring it back up so that it fits within 4 inches. Now, it looks like I got to go a little bit further. Got to bring this back up to 4 inches, or it won't fit on the card very well. Now I'm going to take this one, I'm going to center it. So there it is. There's my postcard. I could even, let me make this just a little bit smaller. And now I could even come down here and I could type something in here. Sherry at the beach. And it's still within my 4 inches and my 6 inches. That becomes my postcard. All I've got to do now is say, print it. And what do I print it on? I buy some cardstock.
Mm-hmm.
You can buy a whole package of cardstock for like about $4 for 2 or 3,
Right.
I think 250 sheets at Staples.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just thin cardstock, but it's like postcard thickness.
Right.
So I
But
put
then
that
your
in my
page
printer.
size is still 8.5 by 11. So how do you make it print just the 4 by 6 or 6 by 4?
Well, I have to use the 8.5 by 11, and I take a pair of scissors and I cut it out.
Can you set a paper size on here?
But you're still going to have the same paper.
Or
No,
Dick,
but
are
I mean
you
you can buy cardstock though. And
Yes,
put
you
it
can buy
into
card.
the
Yeah.
photo
Okay.
slot.
Yeah, or Dick, could you use actual photo paper, which is 4 by 6?
Right.
Yep,
Right.
you can do that if your printer will take it, sure.
Yep.
And the answer to your question, Mary, is yeah, you can go over here to file and change the size of your paper.
Okay.
I'm just doing it with standard stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
And that's it. Now, what about the other side of the postcard? Well, the other side of the postcard is blank. You write the address on it, put a little note on it or what have you by hand, put a stamp on it and put it in the mail. And the stamps are only 35 cents for postage. They're 54 cents for a letter. So you're going to spend a lot less money. So sending postcards than you are sending letters. But now, what about the back? Well, we could do something with there too. Let's just get rid of this. And what about the back? Well, I went out to the internet and let me insert again. I went out to the internet and I picked up let me go to downloads. I picked up maybe I didn't put it there.
Maybe you didn't name it.
No, I didn't put it there. That's what, I know where it is. I just picked up a postcard back and I just gonna take that same piece of cardboard that I used, flip it around, put it back in the printer, and that'll print. Because I lined this up so that it's the same margin on both sides and it's the same margin on the top, it'll print exactly in the right spot on that card that I already printed the front. So now I can cut it out and I've got a postcard back that I can write on. And I could also just go right in here and type whatever message I would like to type. So I could type my message, I could type my name and address. Just remember that's not a real stamp. So I thought that might be something interesting for you to think about.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go back over to sharing the other screen, screen 2. And I laid all that out for you in here. This explains everything that we just did. And that was the picture of this morning. So, any questions?
No, that was kind of cool.
Very
Thank
nice.
you. Okay, so and that's the Facebook page to get to our clubs, or rather my computer training page where I post some things during the week, including a link to go to the latest notes from the last class. And this is the blog that brings you to all of the classes that we've held. And you can go back and look at anything that we've talked about before. And this is the link. If you are not getting the updates and the links to the Zoom meeting on Thursday afternoon, click that link, sign up, and you'll be getting an email at least once a week. And it'll give you the what's coming up and what things we're planning on talking about on the next Thursday session. So, and this presentation is available on the club site, cccgc.info, and you can go right up there and get these links and get everything that you saw tonight on this presentation.
Oh, good. Okay. Right.
Okay, so thanks for joining in.
Oh.
Thank you.
Back to you, George.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
What we're going to do now, on session we call On My Computer, we usually put on something that you'd like to add. Tonight we're going to do something that you can take off. Everybody knows that Internet Explorer is no longer being supported. But if you try to take it off your computer, you really have a hard time. So it's just going to show you how to take Internet Explorer off your computer. A few words of warning though. If you want to take Internet Explorer off, you should go to your new browser, and you should, most browsers will let you import everything from your Internet Explorer to your current one. Once that's done, open Control Panel. Control Panel.
Okay. I'll open Control Panel.
You go to uninstall a program, and you'll notice that Internet Explorer is not even on your computer. What you have to do is click to the turn on Windows features. And just uncheck it, and Internet Explorer will go off. I'm going to say no because it's going to restart my computer, and we don't want that. But that way, all of your Internet Explorer is off your machine. A lot of people, Internet Explorer has been around since MS-DOS. So some people are so used to it, they keep it, but there's really no need to have it on anymore. With the one exception, if you have a lot of very old business programs, you might have to keep Internet Explorer. Otherwise, you really don't need it at all. Okay, and now we're going to go to the raffle.
Hey.
Oh, right there's.
Okay, tonight we have 4 raffle prizes. First one is a 32 gig
Micro.
micro.
They can choose. Yeah.
Yeah, micro SanDisk with an adapter. The second one is a USB wall plate with two slots for USB plugins. Third one is a 32 gig flash drive. And the fourth one is a 16 gig flash drive. Okay, and as in the past, I've been collecting names as you've come in. And so our first winner for tonight, cross your finger.
Wants to win. I see her already ripped up.
First winner is Rafaela Rosansky. Is Rafaela's? Yep, Rafaela's here. Rafaela, which one would you like? 1, 2, 3, or 4. You got to turn on your mic.
Number 3, please.
Number 3, the 32 gig.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna put your name down here so I don't forget. And as always, you can pick these up in the office Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon. 10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Thank you, Rose.
Okay, our second winner for tonight is Larry Ekman. Is Larry still here? Larry,
Yeah.
make sure you turn your mic on. And which prize would you like? We have the 32 gig macro disk, the 2 USB wall plate, and the 16 gig flash drive. Larry, 1, 2, or 4? Is his mic on?
I'll take number 4.
Okay,
Okay.
Thank you.
you're welcome. Tries number 3. Here, I'll switch them around so you can see. Is Gary Skillicorn? Gary, we need your mic on so we hear if you want number 1 or number 2.
Oh, let me have number 1, please.
Okay. And our lucky winner number 4 is, whoops, I got 2 names here. Donna Whalen.
That was not fixed.
No, it wasn't.
Pick another, Rose. I don't need anything.
Okay. Is Harold Howard? Is Harold still here? Yes, he is. Okay, Harold Howard, you get number 2.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, George, back to you.
Okay. I'd like to thank everybody for coming in. This is going to be the end of the meeting, but I'll stay on for a little while if anybody has any feedback or comments or another good joke. Or if we ever get a good joke, we can tell it.
Maybe you ought to have a prize. Have a prize for the worst joke.
Oh, I got that. The first joke I ever learned when I was in 2nd grade. A little moron and a big moron was walking across the bridge. The big moron fell in. Why didn't the other one? He was a little moron.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right.
I hope everybody has a very nice Christmas. Good holiday.
Thanks, George.
Likewise.
Have a good one.
Thanks, George.
Thank you.
Enjoy the holidays, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
You also. Thank you.
And hopefully I'll see all of you on Thursday.
I'll be there.
And next Monday.
And hopefully on Saturday also.
Yes,
Have a safe,
Saturday
have a
also.
safe trip.
And anybody,
Yeah.
I should be in the office on Tuesday, so maybe I'll see some of you there. I know I'll probably see George and
Yep.
Harold and Rafaela and Al.
Yeah, Tuesdays is the day.
Okay. Good night, good night.
Good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Fun all the time. Oh, let's see the puppy.
Okay.